Today we are going on a journey into Middle-earth to rank every single LEGO Lord of the Rings set that was ever released. And very quickly, I am giving away a free sealed copy of the Nazgul Fellbeast gift with purchase. I'll be announcing the winner on the 31st of July, and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and comment down on this video. Stick with me for some new details about possible 2025 sets like Minas Tirith and battle packs, but there is a total of 21 sets on today's list, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's hunt some folk.
At number 21, I have the 2012 in-store promotional Builder Sword, which may have been a cool day at the LEGO store for younger fans, but had nothing about it that made it a Lord of the Rings sword. Instead, us fans have had to create our own mock designs like this Anduril Flame of the West. But at number 20, I have the first gift with purchase Polybag minifigure, which is set 30210, Frodo with Cooking Corner. This sort of set would do really well if LEGO released it today. Minifigure polybags have never been more asked for than now in 2024, especially with the popularity of the recent new sets. And then at number 19, we have set 30211, the Uruk-Hai with Ballista polybag, which again was not an exclusive minifigure because it came in two other sets, but it did allow for cheap army building if you were lucky enough to pick a couple of these up. At number 18, by far the best polybag was set 50202 Elrond, which included an exclusive Second Age appearance of Elrond in his Battle of the Last Alliance armour. At number 17, we have the BrickHeadz, which I've actually grouped into one spot here. For me, the Gandalfese Balrog and the Gimli and Legolas are the best of the four available sets. And while I think they're really well designed BrickHeadz, they do take up the space of what could be other classic smaller playsets, which I'd much rather see. Now at number 16, we have set 79005, the Wizard Battle. It released back in 2013, just 1 month before the Tower of Orthanc, and basically just captured the throne room level from inside that set. It did include a spinning dual play feature, and if you wanted to capture the battle on its own, it was the best thing for that. It also included the first ever and only exclusive Eye of Sauron minifigure head. But next up, at number 15, we have the second ever set released back in 2012, with set 9470 Shelob Attacks. Because it released so early, it was one of the first ways to get Samwise Gamgee or even the Gollum minifigure, and included at the time an exclusive Frodo. Shelob did have a play feature where she could hook Frodo up in her web, but because the main build is a giant spider, it's not the most exciting set, and the tiny bit of rock work really doesn't help to capture how epic Shelob's lair is. Which brings me on to number 14 now, where we have set 40693, the Fellbeast gift with purchase, which was available this year when you bought Barad. Now, as much as I think it's an epic gift with purchase set, the actual design of the Fellbeast is not very good, and locking it behind a $400 paywall was very frustrating. LEGO didn't make enough of this set, and it's really clear how much fans want to see smaller sets available on shelves. On to number 13 now, with set 9472, the Attack on Weathertop. The build itself is really lacking and quite small, and fails to capture the ruined grandeur of Weathertop, which actually used to be an Arnorian watchtower in the time of Elendil. Although the build was really poor, it came with the first Merry minifigure along with two exclusive Nazgul, and I would really like to see this set remade at a larger scale. Next up at number 12 with set 79006, the Council of Elrond. Again, this set just felt way too small to capture such an iconic location, although clearly it was the design inspiration behind the Lego ICONS Rivendell set. It included Gimli, Frodo, Elrond, and one of my favourite minifigures, Arwen, with both Elrond and Arwen remaining exclusive to this set. It also had a hidden play feature where Sauron could pop out from the floor during the council meeting. Next up, at number 11, we have set 9469, the first ever LEGO Lord of the Rings set, which was Gandalf Arrives. A little $15 retail set, capturing the moment Gandalf said, "A wizard is never late, he arrives precisely when he means to." It included Gandalf's cart, the first ever Gandalf the Grey and Frodo figures, and also was exactly the kind of nostalgic, affordable little set that fans wanted to see kicking off the LEGO Lord of the Rings line. In 2024, a small set like this retails for over $100 in sealed condition, because it did and still does appeal to fans of all ages. Moving into the top 10 now with set 9476, the Orc Forge. which featured 4 minifigures and included 3 different orc variants. It was a great playset for younger fans with some really cool play features for forging armour and weapons, and the forges at Isengard look pretty cool in the movies. It was kind of like a nice army builder. At number 9 here we have a bigger set with set 79008, the Pirate Ship Ambush. And this was a really cool pirate ship, but it does come from Minas Tirith, which we never saw any other sets for. It's the only set we have from the Battle of the Pelennor Fields in Return of the King. Still, it did include minifigures like the King of the Dead, along with Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli, and we even had one Corsair of Umbar included, which kind of made this set feel pretty random when we had nothing else for Minas Tirith, no Gondor soldiers, no Haradrim, no Arwen, and not even a Witch King. Now moving on to number 8, we have set 9471, the Uruk-Hai army, which was basically the first and only Lego Lord of the Rings battle pack ever made. And actually it was more of a super battle pack because you got both sides of the fight. It featured 4 Uruk-Hai warriors, along with Eomer, the Prince of Rohan, and a Rohirrim archer, and the build captured a small section of Helm's Deep Wall, although it kind of could have been anywhere in Middle-earth. And I think if Lego was to make a Gondor Minas Tirith version of this in 2025, it could be exactly what this theme needs for a revival. Moving on to number 7, where we have set 9473, the Mines of Moria, which was a slightly chaotic playset packed full of play features and cool details. It included the first and only cave troll, Bigfig, and was really designed to capture the moment Boromir notes they have a cave troll as the doors blast open. It did include a Boromir minifigure along with Gimli, Legolas and the first ever Pippin, but my favourite thing about this was that it included Balin's tomb with the actual dwarf rune inscription on top. It's my favourite Fellowship of the Ring set, although it's messy and I think it could really do with a design upgrade. We also never got to see some iconic moments like Amon Hen or the Doors of Durin from the Fellowship of the Ring, which is why I designed these 2 diorama mocks to capture them, and you can check out more about them in this video here. On to number 6, where we have set 79007, the Battle at the Black Gate, which came with the Mouth of Sauron, along with an exclusive King Aragorn minifigure and Gandalf the White. It also included an eagle and some orcs, but the biggest failure was not including any Gondor or Rohan soldiers. It was great to get this battle as a set, but it just felt like it was missing a lot of detail and minifigures. It's the kind of set that would really suit the larger icon style of design, perhaps as something to accompany Barad. At number 5, we have set 9474, the Battle for Helm's Deep, which is still one of the best Lego Lord of the Rings sets to this day. It's the only castle playset we ever saw from Middle-earth, with a few modular sections that are used to create the different levels. It featured exclusive new minifigures like King Theoden, one of the best Lego minifigures ever produced, along with another excellent figure in Haldir, the Elven Captain. And we had Aragorn and Gimli, but we also had an Uruk-Hai Berserker who could do the Suicide Torch run and actually blow up the wall using a clever play feature. Now just inside the top 5, at number 4, we have set 10237, the Tower of Orthanc. It was at the time by far the largest Lego Lord of the Rings set released, and has clearly been the inspiration for a number of sets in recent years. From Vader's castle in the Star Wars theme to Lego ICONS Barad in 2024, the entire Barad design is basically Orthanc but in Mordor with a mess hall. Now Orthanc featured an exclusive Saruman minifigure along with an exclusive Grima Wormtongue, and it really captured the look and style of Isengard in the movies. Peter Jackson actually used a miniature to capture Orthanc, and so it's pretty similar to what Lego would have ended up designing. Grima and Saruman minifigures both now sell for over $100 and are some of the rarest Lego Lord of the Rings figures. The build was really clever. It included a buildable Ent along with an eagle, and each level of the tower was built in a rising modular style. My favourite thing about the Orthanc set is the stickers of the 5 Istari wizards inside the library. At number 3 here we have set 10333 Barad, and I know some people disagree with me, especially with this being such a recent and popular release, but for me, Barad lacks some of the appeal of number 2 on this list. So in Elvish or Sindarin, Barad translates to Dark Tower, and Lego did a fantastic job of capturing exactly that. A dark, imposing tower with the lava and rockwork. The inner designs are also interesting. We never see or have the inside of Barad described in the books or the movies, so Lego created an orc mess hall and a few other original ideas. Overall, the inside has a lot going for it, from the Palantiri play feature to meat is back on the menu, and the sheer level of accuracy and fan service was just really exciting to see. And that's without even mentioning the exclusive Dark Lord Sauron minifigure, the new Gothmog minifigure, or the Gollum and Orc variants. So Barad rightfully claims its place in the top 3, but at number 2 is set 10316, Lego ICONS Rivendell, arguably one of the best looking Lego sets ever produced. It includes 15 minifigures, 21 if you include the elven statues, but this set includes the entire Fellowship of the Ring, along with the first ever old Bilbo minifigure, a fan favourite, new Rivendell elves, and even better, every single minifigure is exclusive to Rivendell. Not only that, but Rivendell as a place is the last homely house, the final refuge for elves in Middle-earth. And if, like me, you're a fan of the Silmarillion and Tolkien's wider writing, you'll know that Rivendell is the true embodiment of all that is fair and good in Middle-earth. And the actual design somehow lives up to this, despite being made of Lego bricks. The modular sections all have some unique and clever Lego techniques involved, and when combined and taken with all the minifigures, this is for me the best currently available Lego Lord of the Rings set. Which brings us to number 1, with a set that could dethrone all that has come before it, but it does not exist just yet. So rumours are suggesting we may see this in 2025, a Lego ICONS Minas Tirith with 7,000 plus pieces, and I think if this does happen, it could easily become the greatest Lego Lord of the Rings set ever made. The fact that we've never seen the White City in any Lego set, big or small, was always a huge missed opportunity. And with Rivendell and Barad being so successful, it's now or never for Minas Tirith, right? It's possible Lego will opt for a Hobbiton build instead, because they initially began designing this back in 2023, and then they chose to release Rivendell. So they have some kind of design concept there for Hobbiton. But you can find out more about all of this in my update here. Let me know what you think of this ranking. Did I get anything wrong? Tell me about it down in those comments. Do you want to see a Minas Tirith or a Hobbiton in 2025? And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for all things Lego, but keep it secret and keep it safe.